It's Fragrance Friday. Phoenix J back with another Fragrance Friday. And y'all already know, go ahead and buckle in. This is going to be a longer one. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 fragrances I'm going to talk about today. 20 fragrances. So buckle in. We're talking about one brand and one brand only, and that is Dua brand fragrance. And as you can tell, this was one that I did not break down in my collection breakdown. This is a fragrance I have, a fragrance brand that I have a ton of because I love the opportunity and the option to just try so many different things. And the prices are not ridiculous. Usually spending 60 or less for a bottle. On average, it's more like 35, but 60 or less for a bottle. So we're going to get into it by starting with the 5 newest ones in my collection. I've already sprayed some because I was talking a little bit about this over on TikTok. So we're going to talk about the first 2 that I've already sprayed. The first one is this one. This is Rice Rice Baby. Rice Rice Baby is a dupe of Denam's White Rice. This is fantastic. Like you get that ricey, earthy sandalwood kind of vibe, a little bit of like that rice milk. So this one was by no means a miss. Like I really enjoy this. And to me, this is a perfect layering fragrance. Wonderful for using as a base or wearing alone if we're not really feeling like we want to project that much. But this is a great one. So Rice Rice Baby. And look how cute that label is. It's so cute. Okay, next is Berry Rice Cake. This is also a Denom dupe. This is duping Strawberry Mochi, and you can see it there in the image. Little AI, they do have a little AI in these images. But this fragrance here, the first day I wore it, it really surprised me because at first spray I got like strawberry cereal milk. I said, "Ooh, I like this. I might need to wear this with 2%." In fact, I might need to wear this with 2%. This was a shocker because the more I wore it, the more I realized what I was feeling with that cereal milk vibe was absolutely rice cake mochi. And this is spot on the label. Berry rice cake. They did that. This is delicious. I love it. I've actually layered this with I wore this the other day with what was that fruity fragrance I wore this with? Mmm. Was it Peach Aura, maybe? No, I think it had more berry in it. I can't remember. I wore this with a fruity fragrance the other day. And I was like, ooh, I like this. This vibe is nice. This is good. Okay, 3 other ones that I just recently got. This one was the one that really surprised me. This is a dupe. This is Plumlicious. It's a dupe of a Japanese plum fragrance from Tom Ford. And when I tell y'all, I did spray this one. It smells like a Tom Ford fragrance. It actually makes me think of like kind of a little bit of tobacco vanille, but it's really more like um ombre leather. Like just that kind of you can tell this is a Tom Ford fragrance, dude. It smells like a Tom Ford fragrance. Very earthy, very masculine, which is what surprised me because it's called Plumlicious. Look at that label. Plumlicious, and this is very masculine, very, very good. I really enjoyed it. I'm still gonna figure out how to wear that one because I do want to sweeten it up to pull some more of that plum forward. Next, no, I cannot help but get me something that's gonna have a gorgeous floral dry down, floral notes in there. This is Idle Femme, and this is a dupe of a fragrance from D Squared. So let's talk about this one because this was another one that just wore so well. Mm, it's almost hypnotic. It's sexy. It makes me feel almost like siren-esque, like a little seductive. It's wispy, it's romantic. There's a touch of whimsy, but there's really more mysterious sexiness to that one. And then this is actually, I think this is what I wore berry rice cake with. This is the Maui POG Nectar, and I'm pretty sure this is a Dua exclusive. Yeah, Dua designer line. They're on the bottom. For those who don't know, Dua is actually handcrafted in Los Angeles. And I do think some of the fragrances do require a little maceration time. I know this was a big controversy last year, but a little maceration time. I would say give them a couple weeks for some because they might intensify in those mid and base notes and you can really get the true the true fragrant experience. I just put it on top of that berry rice cake because it is a flurry, like a flurry of gorgeous fruit notes and together they balance really well. The mochi in that berry rice cake really balances out what can sometimes be overwhelming fruitiness. Now, like I said, I have so many Dua fragrances, and those are my five newest ones. Some of these I've definitely talked about, so I'm not gonna go crazy in depth about everyone. I will tell you the vibe. I'll give you an idea, and some of them I will spray, but I'm not gonna spray everyone because, like I said, it's 20 fragrances, like 20 number after 19. So next we're gonna move into Venus Talks. I haven't worn this one in a second, so this probably needs a little mist. Venus Talks. I don't believe this is a dupe, but it might be. I haven't worn this one in a while, and right now it's giving a touch of Play-Doh. That could just be some was stuck in the nozzle, so we'll give it another mist and see if something happens here. And yes, it does. It is. Hmm. It's different. It's a balance. It's a balancing act between something kind of resinous, something kind of metallic, and then something very soft and almost feminine. That's good though. It's still good. That definitely would lend itself better as a top layer. Check out that label. Their labels are really good. Like they do a great job with labeling their fragrances. Okay, next. White Milk 2.0. Y'all know I love this one. Y'all know I love this one. I'm pretty sure this is not the commodity milk dupe, but I think it's an improved version of their white milk, which is a commodity milk dupe. It's still iconic. Perfection. There's no notes. No notes. I know I've raved about that one before. No notes. Nothing needs to be said. I'm not spraying it. I'm not spraying it, and nobody can make me. I've been fighting and fighting for my life to ensure I don't get sinus infections, and I haven't had one in a year. And the last one I had was because I sprayed this damn thing right here. Nope, not gonna make me do it. But this is phenomenal. If you love boozy and bold and something that you can spray two mists of and it's going to last all day, this is it. It's sexy, it's masculine, it is sophisticated. It can be sweetened. I'd probably do Sugar Addict or Honeymoon or something with some sweeter notes if you want to sweeten it up. But this is bold. This is bold black tie. Like, I want to be seen, smelt, felt in the space. That's it. Oh, I just can't rave enough about this. Y'all see, this one's almost like I'm almost at the halfway mark with this, and I have quite a few fragrances. So for me to be at the halfway mark is saying a lot. Sheer Beauty, if I'm not mistaken, this is the dupe of Bear from Victoria's Secret. Mm, it's so good. I mean, like, I'm so tempted to. It's just subtly sweet, subtly floral. You can tell it's going to sit close to the skin. The name Sheer Beauty does say it because it's like having on a lace robe, or like when you see the women from like the 30s and 40s and they'd have that sheer overpiece over their nightgown. That's what it gives. It gives just elegant but soft, still feminine, but at the same time there's this um something kind of mesmerizing and slightly seductive about it. I've raved about this one before. This is Hidden Gardens. This is a note for note dupe of Father Figure from Fleur. I love this. I haven't really worn a ton of it because I do still have a bottle of Father Figure, but I do remember I did an experiment and I wore them together, and it was like wearing Father Figure Intense. Fleur, if y'all need an idea, there's one Father Figure Intense. Let's make that happen because that is a wonderful fragrance. Next, Sugary Red Fruits Candy, a Dua original. You can tell, again, with that kind of AI label, but you can tell with this one that sometimes with their naming, it just tickles me. This is Sugary Red Fruits Candy. Like, that's the name and that's the scent. It's candy. This would probably work really well with that berry rice cake from earlier and that Maui POG nectar. Did I even say the name Maui? Yeah, I might have said that. Maui POG nectar. I bet this would actually do well with the Plumlicious too, because they'd balance each other out. This is so woody and bold, and this is so fruity and bold that together, probably a beautiful marriage in fragrance. Okay, let's see. Who do we have next? Can do no wrong in my book. Orchid Molecule 2.0. I should have actually featured this, and I might in another video when I go back to doing my like best layers of all time, because this Orchid Molecule, which I can't remember the name of the brand that this is a dupe of. I believe it is a dupe. It's so good. It's hard to describe too, because it kind of makes me think of what is it, Petrichor from Demeter Fragrance Library. That kind of fragrance that's very earthy, with a subtle hint of floral. This would pair well with that very velvet orchid situation that I have. This would be so good together because you get that subtle orchid floralness, but it's almost like, orchids grow off of bark. That's what it's giving, flower and bark. And I know that sounds weird, but it really works. At least with my chemistry, it really, really works. Okay, next. Oh, Dearest. This is a dupe of Glossier U. This was another one that I felt was like spot on because it just smells like it smells like a almost intense version of you. I also love seeing people like pat their fragrance, and not rub it because remember rubbing breaks down those alcohols and the yeah, that's you. That is definitely Glossier U. Next, Dark Crystal Parfum. That's a good one. And if I've never showed you the mist, they have such a wonderful atomizer on these because I can really cover a space like wonderfully. You see that? Dark Crystal Parfum is a dupe of Versace Crystal Noir, which is probably still in my like top two or three Versace fragrances and top two or three floral fragrances of all time. It's just that good. It's just that good. She's that girl. She just is. This is one I actually haven't worn, and this probably is going to be up on the chopping block. This is Dua's Purity of Musk. This is a dupe of Pure Musk, I think was the name of the fragrance, a discontinued fragrance from Tom Ford. I just don't find myself wearing the super clean, like cottony fragrances. The last time I had a warm cotton, I gave it away, and that was warm cotton from Clean Reserving. I know how I feel about Clean Reserve. I gave it away. It just wasn't something I wore, and this is not something I really wear because I really allow that like my fabric softener or my laundry detergent to give that, the air freshener to give that. I don't know that that's something I love smelling like, and it is clean. It just smells like very fresh laundry, and I love that for laundry. I don't know if I want that for my skin. This is one of those fragrances, y'all. I wonder if this one's gotten better. I've complained about this fragrance since I've gotten it. I have complained about it, and I haven't found anybody to give it to yet. Y'all, this thing smells the exact same. I don't like this one. I'm sorry, Do It brand. I love y'all. I do not love this fragrance. It is so ivory vanillic coffee. It is so off putting. I don't know what it is about this that I don't like. And I don't like the smell of it, let alone putting it on my skin. I'm not on this skin. I work hard to exfoliate this thing and moisturize it up and get it gleaming and glossing all day. I'm not gonna walk around smelling like that. It just did not give enough like coffee. I wanted like coffee bean or like a cappuccino, something like a French roast. No, didn't give any of that. It gave everything I didn't want it to give. White milk of angelic elixir. So, like I was telling y'all, they do these hybrids, these tribrids. This is a dupe of Bianco Latte meets Angel Share. And the color has actually intensified significantly since I got it. A lot of their fragrances come in like this. And so I haven't sprayed this one probably in a couple months. So we're going to give this a spray and see if that smell has properly intensified as well. Oh, that's good. Give me some more. You can get the cinnamon and the cognac in first spray. Oh, it's so spicy. It's even spicier than I remember it being. Ooh. Oh, yeah. We're going to have to put that back in rotation. That's a good one. Even now, I would wear that. This I remember was easily becoming a favorite topper for me. This is another 13 shades. This is a dupe of Le Labo, Santal. No, is that right? Yes. Is it Le Labo? Centol 30? No. I do think this is a Le Labo dupe though. I'm trying to remember. I thought theirs was 33, but it could be 13. Another 13 shades. Let's spray it and see if it makes me think of anything else. Yeah, it's just like if it's not Le Labo, it's another one of those iconic Santal fragrances that just kind of sits really lightly on the skin without being too intense. I think it's Le Labo. I think that's the Santal dupe for Le Labo. Okay, last two. I love both of these. This is almost empty. But before I get to that one, Heaven of Fruity Sweetness. I hated the name when I first got this one, and their labels have changed since I first started buying Dua. But Heaven of Fruity Sweetness, hated the name, loved the juice. I actually want to put it on top of that got even better. That Maui POG nectar with the berry rice cake. It has settled into this kind of subtly floral, fruity, balanced situation. I really like what I like what it's giving. Um, we're gonna put it beside it for now. Yeah, that is divine. It might end up on the chopping block, even though it has macerated beautifully, because I do think someone else would wear this daily. I think they would love this as a daily spray. Good old daily juice. And then finally, this probably sits in my top five for Dua fragrances and in my top two for amber fragrances. This is up there. This is pure amber. It has three layers of straight amber. I think it's ambergris, ambroxan, and ambroxan, amber, and ambergris. I think are the three notes. And this is just the perfect topper. I don't feel like you can overspray it. It is just warmth and this golden essence that just comes on you and it just tops everything beautifully. It's not overwhelming by any means. Um, this is such a good one. Y'all, one, this always highlights to me how bad of a problem I could have. I might have a problem. I might be a little obsessive with this, but I really hope you've enjoyed learning some about these. Um, Y'all get down in those comments, tell me what you want to do next. I've got some other ideas that I'm really thinking about popping up in here a little bit different for y'all soon. So thank you so much for tuning into this Fragrance Friday. I appreciate you. Love you guys, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Phoenix J out.